Many beginners end up quitting guitar because they don't see the progress they are looking for. But do you know why? It's often because they do not know how to practice. Sup guys, I'm Ali. In today's video, I'm going to show you the top 5 exercises that will help you make real progress on the guitar. I will also highlight the common mistakes to avoid along the way. So stick with me until the end. First up, we're going to focus on something that is super important for every guitarist: finger strength and coordination. If you are not used to the fretboard yet, this exercise is perfect for you. Here's what you're gonna do. Start on the 5th fret of the low E string. Place your index finger on the 5th fret, middle on the 6th, ring finger on the 7th, and pinky on the 8th. One common mistake I see all the time is beginners pressing down on the strings using the soft pads of their fingers. Instead, you want to use the tips of your fingers. This way, your notes will sound cleaner and you won't accidentally mute the other strings. I know it can hurt at first, but trust me, those calluses will build up and it will only get easier. Play the notes in sequence: 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice and slow. Make sure each note rings out cleanly. Then move to the next string: 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to the high E string. Then reverse the pattern and come back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, move up. 8, 7, 6, 5, all the way to the top. Speed isn't important right now. Focus on making every note clear and keeping your fingers close to the fretboard. Once you are comfortable, you can start speeding it up. Next, let's work on building control in your fingers, especially your pinky. This next exercise uses 3 fingers at a time, and it's perfect for boosting your finger independence and control. Start on the 5th fret of the low E string. The pattern we are going to play is index, ring, middle, ring. Play the same sequence: index, ring, middle, ring, across all the strings until you reach the high E string. Now, instead of reversing the pattern, we play middle, pinky, ring, pinky, middle, pinky, ring, pinky, all the way back up to the low E string. Remember, the focus here is on precision and strengthening those weaker fingers like pinky. A common mistake is to let your pinky lag behind or lose control. So make sure you are keeping all of your fingers close to the fretboard and staying relaxed as you move through the pattern. Again, it's not about the speed but to control your fingers. Keep practicing this and you will notice a big difference in your overall control and dexterity. Alright, let's now talk about chords. One of the biggest challenges for beginners is making smooth transitions between chords. Here's an exercise that will help you get better at that. Start with two simple chords, C and D. Strum each chord for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then switch to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The key here is not to rush the switch. Focus on getting each finger in place before you strum the next chord. Once you're comfortable with C to D, let's move on to G to E minor. Then we will combine them all together. G, E minor, C to D. We are going to work on two commonly used strumming patterns here. Down, 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 up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the second one, down, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember, the key here is repetition. The more you practice chord switching, the more natural they will feel. Next up, we're still sticking with chord changes, but this time we are going to focus on our picking hand. These exercises will help build finger independence in your picking hand. We're going to use basic finger picking patterns that's perfect for beginners. Let's start with the same C chord from the previous exercise. Use your thumb to pluck the root note, which is the A string in this case. Then use your index finger to pluck the G string, middle finger for the B string, and ring finger for the high E string. The pattern goes thumb, index, middle, ring, thumb, index, middle, ring. After C, switch to D chord. Here, the root note is the D string. Repeat the same pattern and then alternate between C and D. Once you're done with this, try G to E minor. For both chords, the root note is the low E string. Now, we are going to try two different picking patterns. The first one, thumb, ring, middle, index, middle, ring, middle, index. The second one, thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. You can always try different chords and picking patterns. Practicing in these ways will help build even more control in your right hand technique. Finally, let's wrap up with something that's essential for every guitarist: skills. Learning skills not only improves your technique, but it also deepens your understanding of music overall. But we are not diving too deep into music theory today. I'll talk a little bit more about that in future videos, so stay tuned. For now, I just want to show you the patterns and you can just follow along with me. Let's start with A minor pentatonic scale. Pay close attention to which fingers I'm using as I go through it. Ready? Here we go. Let's move on to G major scale. Ready? When practicing skills, make sure you are not rushing through the notes. Clarity is way more important. Besides, keep your hands relaxed and fluid. If you are gripping the neck too hard, it's gonna slow you down and cause unnecessary strain. Take your time with this. As you practice, you start to recognize patterns across the fretboard, and that will make everything so much easier. And there you have it. 5 essential exercises that will help you make noticeable progress. Remember, consistency is key. Practice these exercises regularly and you'll see improvements in no time. If you find this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips. Also, I share free guitar tabs and tips in my newsletter. Click the link in the description and sign up now. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye.